Hello and welcome to the Wellness Talk, a thought-provoking platform where we dive deep into the mental health and wellness issues affecting our society. This is a safe space for open conversations, healing, and growth. I am your host, Coach Boby, and as always, I'm not going alone. I'm going with my favorite.
Thank you so much, Boby. My name is Evh'a Nteso, and a very warm welcome to all the viewers. I hope you are ready because today we are tackling one of the most sensitive topics and the one that is well spoken about. But you know what I like about this show?
Yeah.
Is that as much as we can talk about something that is common,
Yeah.
we also like to ask those tricky questions.
Yeah.
So who do we have today?
I am so excited, and I was telling you about it that today I think we have one of the best mental health specialists who actually explains and defines mental health in a different way. So today we're going to learn a lot, and I hope that our viewers are ready. I always say that when our hearts, are full or troubled, our families are the ones that go through it. And when our minds are just overwhelmed, the relationships and the work is the one that gets affected. So today we have Rainy Nkhatho. She is a professional nurse for over 30 years experience, and she's also a mental health specialist. Welcome.
Thank you. How are you doing?
Good day and good day to your viewers.
Thank you.
Thank you for having
Thank you
me.
so much.
It's a pleasure.
So you've been a nurse for 30 years. Over 30 years.
Yes.
You know, a lot of people, they can't actually be tolerant of such occupation. They say, but I don't know how you have managed, but for those who don't know, what more do you do? Maybe you can just share with us.
Okay, right now I'm with an organization, an MPO called Youth Matters. We started this with the vision, or the idea came about to say, most of the time we say young people, the future has gone to the dogs, trash, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But the reflection came to say, we are the people that are producing that.
Yes.
And why not come with the solution to actually do it different? Let's empower young people. Let's give them spaces where they can actually shine and do it different instead of sitting in the corner and complaining. So that's how it came
And they
about.
are our young leaders.
Exactly.
Who else if it's not us to give them that?
Yes.
Interesting.
Yes.
And I think that's the reason why we're having this conversation about mental health. Ma'am Rainy, as a professional nurse and a mental health specialist, just give us a brief of when we talk about mental health, what are we talking about? Maybe there's some people out there who always hear the name mental health, but they really don't understand what does it mean?
Yeah. Most of the time when we talk about mental health, we look at the mind. We talk about the mind. But mental health is more than that.
Wow.
When we define it even, we talk about the spirit, we talk about the soul, we talk about the physical as well. So that's why we came up with this model to say, let's go back to the garden, the beginning of things, the genesis of things, because spirit is who I am. We always say, I'm a spirit, I possess a soul, and they live in this body. But then when it comes to these things, we behave differently. So the root is the spirit. And then the soul, the mind is part of the soul. It's not the everything. Because there's this emotions, which is the heart, and there's the will. We do have the choice in everything.
Wow.
And of course, in our model, we equate the body to the soil, because the soil feeds all of this. It's the one that gives nutrients to the soul, to the spirit. We see, we sense, we hear, all of those things. It's the one that goes out there, and it even gives nutrition.
Wow.
Very interesting.
So when we see challenges, stress, depression, whatever you want to call it. We're looking at the fruits.
Okay.
But let's not focus on the fruits. Let's not look at what we are seeing. Let's look at what we are not seeing. Why? Because the sin started from the unseen.
True.
In everything.
Yeah.
So let's go to the unseen. What is wrong with the spirit? What is wrong with the soul? What's happening there? And what's happening with the body? Because this body is the one that we can see. What's happening with it? Before we go to the fruits, let's not worry about the fruits.
And most of the time we worry about the stress, we worry about the depression, we worry about the anxiety, but we don't understand there is more to that.
Exactly.
Wow.
And in the medical field, when we call them signs and symptoms. This is the way nature communicates without words to you, to
As an
say something is wrong. So let's not worry about, I'm not sleeping well, I don't feel good, I don't feel like eating. Let's worry about the why.
The why.
What are these things trying to tell me?
So we don't usually look at the root of the problem. We look at the surface. Now I get
That's why we medicate everything.
Wow.
Okay.
Because we are putting a plaster on it instead of saying, let's not go to, for example, let me make a practical example.
Yeah.
You see a woman in their late 40s, they are moody, they are fighting, emotions are
Aggressive.
everywhere. Yes. And we call it premenopause.
Ooh, and we label them. We label them.
We call it premenopause. Let's go back. What is happening?
Yeah.
There's hormonal imbalance here. Estrogen has a big role to play in our emotions. Progesterone has a big role to play in our. So my hormones are imbalanced. That's what the body is trying to tell me. And then now let me balance the hormones, and these emotions will go away, because that was the body's way. Sometimes people are not sleeping well.
True.
It's because we need this. That's why I get so hurt when people hate their menstruation. We do not understand how much we need that blood.
That is a blessing there.
We
That
don't
is a blessing.
understand.
I can attest to that is a blessing. And we've normalized it.
I don't think I enjoy it that much, honestly speaking.
You're not the only one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait for the day it's gone.
Yeah.
Wait for the day it's gone. And then you're going to say, I miss that blood.
Yeah.
That blood is powerful.
There's a reason why.
Yes.
Why? But maybe before we get to that, let's go back where we started.
Yeah.
You were saying a lot of people, they are always focusing on the surface. We are quick to look at what's happening from the outside, but not really looking internally. So I want to understand, when you're talking about the spirit, the window could be there. What do you mean exactly?
Yes.
Because when I'm hurt, I'll always look at what's happening on my skin,
There we
but
go.
not really trying to feel what's happening inside me that causes that wound to actually come out.
Yes.
So maybe take us
exactly.
there.
Let's make
That is a good question.
simple example. We like to say any emotion. What
Anger? Should we talk about anger? Yeah.
Anger. Anger is actually a crack.
Okay.
It's your body communicating to you, hore, there's a repair that needs to happen. That there's something that is not happening here. And I always go back to the Bible. Our emotions are important to God, guys, and we don't hear this in
the
church.
time,
We
yeah.
don't hear it. They are very important. Jesus had emotions And nobody talks about that. He got angry. He got hurt. He got even depressed. Isaiah, the biggest prophet we talk about, had depression. He ran away. After winning the biggest battle, killed idols, and then he ran away. And when he
was in shock.
He got fear.
Yeah.
He had fear. He got fear, and then he ran away when Jezebel said, "Before the end of this day, you will be dead," and he ran away. God finds him under a tree, sleeping. And what did he do? He asked him, "What are you doing here?" And he said, "I'm afraid because Jezebel wants to kill me." And in that state, did he judge him? No, he didn't. He gave him food. And he said, "Rest," because he was tired from running. From there, after getting comfortable now from being fed, he continues to run away until he's told, "You are not yet done, go back." Jesus went to church. Afika a kopakanya ditafole, guys.
He expressed
That
his
was anger. He got hurt. We was hurt when his friend died. He
So
cried.
what
he
are we
wept.
doing as individuals? What is it that where are we going wrong when it comes to our emotions that causes us to even go to have that extent of mental health issues?
what
Now that you are seeing this, your reaction, your response to that is very important. So we get it wrong in that we want to cement it. We don't want to acknowledge it. We don't want to unpack it. And to say, which part is it? Is it the mind or is it the... Because another mistake we're making in terms of mental health is like I said in the beginning, we always think mental health is just about the mind. It's not about the mind only. There is the heart, which is in charge of emotions. And people don't believe that or how. When we are good, we're feeling good. I mean, I see this guy and, I feel things. Which part reacts? I get palpitations here. The heart rate.
Yeah, it goes high.
Exactly. Yes. So that is to show who is the boss of emotions. It's the heart.
Who's the boss of the emotions? I like
And
that.
we don't look at the heart. We want to look here. And we want to talk to this. This, yes, it does have a role to play because that's your critical thinking, your analysis, your decision-making tool. And where do things start? With our senses. I see something, I hear something, I touch something. That's the beginning of things. And then it goes to a thought. Because we have this range of tools that are running our I call it our electricity because it's the one that feeds the brain, and then a thought starts. From a thought, it now builds until it becomes a behavior.
Amen.
Then now we react to when we see the behavior. But there's so many processes that went before that.
Before you get to that.
Yes. So whenever I see a crack, I need to repair the crack. That's what the body is saying. When I feel tired, because also we need to change our wording. There's no "I'm tired." Because now I'm no longer rainy. Sekile tired.
Do you know
That's
that
my
is the
name.
most famous word in the world?
But people, they always say Christians, I don't know, they make things to sound like they are easy. They always go back to the Bible and say, the word says you shouldn't prophesy with your mouth or your tongue. But the reality is the reality. When I'm tired, I'm tired. When you can feel your body's exhausted, it's exhausted. There's no sugarcoating about it. But I want you to explain to me, where's the thin line in between there?
Yes.
Because we might take advantage of, utilizing the words, but you don't
Yeah.
realize the power it has over us or upon us. you know? Yeah.
Yes. Words have the power to create. We should always remember that.
Yeah.
So if my name changes from rainy to tired, we remember there's energy. Whether you are Christian or you are not, we believe in energies. So I'm busy attracting this energy. So it's gonna come.
Slowly
It's
but
gonna
surely.
come. I'm lazy.
Yeah.
That's my name now. My name is lazy.
You think
So
the issue is
I'm inviting which spirit? Sloth.
Yeah.
I'm inviting sloth.
Yeah.
Then the next thing, second permission. I can wake up at 10. I don't have to wake up in the morning.
So the issue is we keep on repeating it.
Yes.
We have to acknowledge that we are
Acknowledge,
tired.
yes.
But now we mustn't normalize it and keep on
Exactly.
repeating it and making it a habit.
And I'm one firm believer in not sugarcoating things or putting a plaster on them. You feel tired. You are feeling. It's not who you are.
Wow.
So we should correct the way we say things.
Yes.
Not I am,
Exactly.
but I feel.
Exactly. I am diagnosed with hypertension. I'm not hypertensive. I'm living with a condition. It's here. It's not who I
wonder
am.
why people that are living with disability, they refuse to say I'm disabled, but you'd rather say I'm living with disability.
Exactly. I'm able, but in a different,
In a different way. Yeah.
So yes, I'm not saying people should not feel tired. I do feel tired. Now, what am I gonna do with this tiredness? I'm gonna rest because my body is telling me to rest. It's just when we have flu, we think flu is this terrible thing because flu just needs, what's the cure for flu? Sleeping, resting.
Yeah.
That
That is another way that your body is communicating, right?
Yes, your body is saying, girl, take a break.
Take a break. But I still want us to go back to the root of the problem. Most of the time I'll take it with myself.
Yeah.
When I looked at what causes my stress, my anxiety, it's always my background. It's always my upbringing.
Yeah.
It's always the experiences that I've had in life.
There we go.
It has got nothing to do with me being exhausted.
There we go.
And now I also search into my heart to say, okay, fine. When I feel this way, what triggers my heart to feel this way? Why am I still feeling this way every time when I'm in this situation? And you realize that I've been carrying this pain for this long. And every time I see someone doing something, that becomes a trigger. And that pain comes up again.
There we go.
And now I realize that I become not progressive because I've done nothing with that.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm right in this. Because it's important that when we talk about mental health, let's go back to the root of the problem. And we might think that going to the gym, I'm exhausted, I'm depressed. No, I don't believe that. But because you're an expert, maybe explain it to us better.
I love what
I
you
think you
just
just
said.
explained it.
You and I wish I don't forget because you gave so many themes there.
Yeah.
Let's go back.
Yeah.
One of my passions recently is the issue of identity. And identity has so many layers. There's self-awareness, there's self-esteem, there's values, there's your community. Who am I? Where do I come from? And what does that mean for the person that I am now sitting here?
Wow. Yeah.
And the issue of identity is so critical because it determines who I am now, how I live my life right now.
Wow.
And like you talked about the triggers, we also look at triggers in a negative way. Whatever triggers are like a ruler.
Yeah.
They determine how far are you with your journey of healing.
true that.
Amen to
I love
that.
They're not negative.
Yeah.
They are saying to me, I still have work to do in this area. And
The reporting.
Yes. One of the things that mental health specialists talk about is the same area that hosts happy hormones. It's the same one that also hosts the stress, the depression, all those. So, and the brain has a memory. We always say it has a memory.
Yeah.
It also stores those experiences. That's why sometimes when you meet a situation now in your adulthood, and then it triggers an emotion to you, it's exactly the same as when you experienced it
Yeah.
when you were 6 years old.
True.
Interesting.
It's the programming.
Yeah.
I was molested at the age of 6. And I remember that incident at the age of 54, like it happened yesterday.
True.
I can explain it like, and adults get surprised to you remember that? Yes.
You do.
It got stored in my memory.
Yeah, you do.
So we need to go back there to heal that little girl. That girl that was raped, that was molested, that was
Bullied.
beaten, that was bullied. We have to heal her because she is calling the shots.
And she will never stop calling the shots until you
Yes.
confront that.
Because she's crying. Why are you not attending to me?
Wow.
When you're having your nice life,
Yeah.
now I'm still there. So it's very important to unpack and visit the identity. Who am I? What made me this woman that I am? The traumas. A lot of us women, we have daddy issues, you know. And we then get into relationships. And we are bringing those with us. I'm one of them. I only got that message after I got out of my first marriage. You're a girl. You angry
Recheck.
at that man.
Yeah.
Mar, that's your first love. That man who brought you into this world, that's your first love. So until you repair that relationship, all others are not
Just gonna fail.
because that's the first man you submit to. Regardless of what he did, you submit to him. So because now this is your blood. Now how am I going to submit to a stranger? If I can't submit to this one, if I can't learn forgiveness from this one. And what I expect from him is for him to show me that I'm a princess. So
That's
that
all
I
that you
don't
need.
Yes, so that I don't go out there looking for somebody to make me a princess.
So, Mamrin, how do you explain this part? Here I am, I've been molested, I've never had a chance to deal with my situation. And they often say, especially with women, you attract who you are, right? But then others, they would say you marry your own father. Now, this is the father who molested you. I don't know what is it that I am doing that makes people to say that about me, that you will attract the same man as your father. And yet, my father is the one who molested me. Are we missing something? What is happening in my identity, in my behavior, in how I carry myself, in my conduct, that I often find myself falling in the hands of the very same man that I like my father, yet I don't want to be there.
That is a powerful
Again, let's
question.
go back to
Yeah.
basics.
Yeah.
The spirit. Rape happened.
Oh, yeah.
There was a spirit that was put in me. It's not just physical. It's not just physical violation.
Yeah.
Somebody inserted their spirit in me, their soul, corrupted soul in me. So that needs to go away. And we spoke about this earlier about what we call generational curses.
Yeah.
You find that you were raped, then the next thing your child goes through the same thing.
Or even in the past, maybe your grandmother or your great grandmother, it happened to them.
You find it. So until somebody realizes this and say, you know what, we keep on servicing this altar. Yeah, rape, yeah, molestation. We keep on serving because the repetition of this, whatever it is, be it a drug abuse, substance abuse, be it whatever kind of pain that is happening
in the family,
and it keeps on repeating itself. This is simply servicing this altar. Until somebody says it ends with me. It's not gonna
I'm gonna face it
anywhere else. I'm gonna face it. I'm gonna cancel the contract.
True that.
Because when however way it's happening, this and issue of rape is even worse because it's sex, it's exchange of energies. So there's an altar that is being built. There's a covenant that happened there. So until we then cancel that contract, it's not stopping. It continues.
So are you saying if Boby is my sister and she doesn't recognize what happens in the family, I will continue having this mental illness, you know, because I am born in this family, nobody taught me. Nobody has actually taught me how to recognize what's happening. So,
and we call it mental illness, mental health. We don't go to the root cause. So, guys, why does it keep on happening? And because once we ask that question, the why, then somebody's, and these are not comfortable conversations, but who?
True.
My own family last year, we were dealing with, around this time even, we were dealing with this. It was shame. There was conflict, there were so many things. But that's when we have to say we are not stopping because this demon must get out.
I think just to make it easier for the other people that are watching who haven't had experience of being molested, but they keep on wondering why it happens. Because when something traumatic happens, you are reborn. So a different person is born. Exactly. That's the identity. Exactly. And when you're born, now you are moving with those emotions. The reason why you attracted the same person is because now you are attracting what's familiar to what happened. Yeah. You, which is the younger you, not the older you, the original, the second identity, the reborn person. Yeah.
Another thing I wanted to say was, even the decisions that you then make are made from a place of pain. Not from a place of a healed person. And the minute I like to talk about my example. You know, our testimonies are powerful because that's how we defeat the enemy. So when I repaired he didn't change. He was still a woman's person and all of. I had to change and say, this is my father, and I accept him the way he. And then I started being treated like a princess. I now feel like he calls me lady, you know. So whatever the person I'm gonna meet in the future will be saying, I expect him to treat his kids like princesses, not me. I'm not looking for love. I'm loved.
Mom Ready, I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna take off my coach hat, right?
Yes.
I've got so many clients that ask me this.
Yes.
Do you think God uses this on purpose for us to heal us human beings? Why am I saying this? This person hurt you. I hear you saying, I had to change myself. I mean, you're the one who did that to me. Why do I have to change myself? Why don't you change? I mean, this is the question that most clients, when you're sitting with them and then you're having a session, they're like, but why is it supposed to be me? Do you think this is something that God has created to heal generation? Maybe the past generation or the upcoming generation? I'm emotional now.
Really? The beauty
Why does
of
life have
this-
to be like that?
Do you see what?
The chosen one.
We keep on going to the roots. Ne? We keep on going there. And some people call spirit energy. Okay? So I am changing my energy so that I can attract the energy that I want. And the person I have the power to change is me. I don't have the power to change another person. I don't. So I can only change me. So when I change me, I'm gonna get the father I want. I'm gonna get the parent I want. Because I'm no longer focusing,
On the
looking at him from a place of pain. And now one thing I tell my siblings is that, guys, now that I'm a parent, I now know that my parents did the best that they could do with what they knew at that time.
Yeah, true.
Then it makes it easy for me to forgive them because I've made my own mistakes as a parent. So who am I to judge them? They did the best that they could do.
Yeah.
So now it's up to me whether I live from that place of anger, that place of hate, and work on it. One thing, but even with the coaches, the counselors, guys, let us stop wanting people to get over it.
Yeah. Because you
Let's
can never
stop that.
get through it. Never.
The only way to get over it is to, even with health, the way to heal a wound, if there is an infection, the abscess, whatever, you take out the abscess, you let it bleed. Let it bleed because that's when healing can start.
It's breathing.
But as long as you're putting a plaster on it, it's never gonna heal. As long as you are looking at why you are smoking, whatever that you are smoking, it's controlling you, it's your God. You don't look at that. Look at the cause. Why? Why is this child angry? Earlier we were talking about, divorce and how parents don't take kids like they have emotions. They're looking at themselves during that process. It's all about them making themselves comfortable.
Yeah.
No one stops and think, my children have emotions. And then one day when you have angry kids now and who are adults, you just have to say, Ngwanaka, don't put that cup there. You get it. Mutu, bona, ukwatile, ujwetsa where to get off. You don't understand. Where does this anger come from? It comes from there when you did not acknowledge my emotions.
Wow.
When you were being prideful and just thinking about yourself. During that process, you removed me from my comfort. You don't even ask me, how do you... Wait, but it's so difficult to ask the question, how do you feel?
Yeah.
Because we really don't want to know.
How does this make you feel?
That's why how are you? I am good, and you?
Short.
But do you
Go
really
deeper.
come back and say, Rainy, really, how are you?
So you're simply saying, because I'm taking something very important, and this is one thing that I practice every day, mainly because I had to look at my father, how he was raised. I questioned a lot why he was the way he was.
Yeah.
He used to beat me up a lot.
Yeah.
He used to beat up my mother a lot. And I said to myself, how to and kind of go on. So as I grew older, I said to myself, I've always been beating myself up. Why? Why there's no peace? Why can't I just be happy in life?
Yeah.
Until a certain moment, I realized that everything happens for a reason.
Yes.
And the moment I woke up to that, I then said, every time when something happens, ask yourself why it happens.
Why?
Because sometimes it's not a burden. You're talking about your clients. Sometimes it's not a burden that it's happening. But I am taking to what I'm taking from what you say. It happens for a reason. When it happens, ask yourself why. Because maybe there's a place in you that needs to be fixed.
True.
Yeah.
Very true. Healing needs to happen. You know, what is it? And for example, like you are making an example with your father,
Yeah.
the same. He was beating, you know, very, and now when we unpack things, we find that this guy was an angry man. But the thing that is confusing about him, he's a damn good father,
Yeah.
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 but a horrible husband.
Yeah. True.
Horrible husband.
In most cases, it's like that. Yeah.
He never had a role model. His father was a migrant laborer until he died.
Yeah.
So he didn't know what, you know, being a husband looks like.
Wow.
But you can't fault him on being a father. He even fathers children he did not bring to this earth. Everybody calls him daddy.
And you just don't understand.
You don't understand. No, but then when you sit down and you unpack and you try to understand this person,
Yeah.
then it makes you
Exactly.
graceful.
Exactly.
You know, you
Yeah.
have grace for this person.
Now you understand.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness. I wish he could have done the work so that he can be that
Yeah.
better husband.
Yeah.
So no, it's true. So let's come to this. I think we have established now why people are actually having so much of mental illness in their lives, because we don't deal with the root of the problem. And the root of the problem, sometimes it can be beyond our control. But the moment you start recognizing it, then you can be in control.
Yes.
Yeah.
So maybe take us through this tree so that we take it step by step, because I have an issue with someone who refuses to recognize. Because then if you don't recognize, how does then affect other people around you?
True. Very true. Now, when everything goes back to here, the root,
Yeah.
the spirit. And again, the one thing that helps us to forgive even our parents is to realize that this person was just a tool. She was a vehicle. He was a vehicle to bring me here.
Wow.
And when we are born, our sole purpose is to find our way back home.
Oof.
To realize it doesn't matter how you came, whether it was through rape, whether it was through whatever way, that was the vehicle to just bring you here. Now that you are here, establish your roots. And we know people, this, which is who I am, I have a spirit, but my spirit has to report to something. This tree, it has roots. But for it to get the roots to expand, the roots are expanding because they are looking for food. They are sourcing for food. That's why someone, what does it say? Being rooted. You sit near the river. You're continually getting this nutrition from the river. So who does your spirit report to? It's very important.
That's a very tricky one.
Wow.
Okay.
Whatever spirit your spirit reports to, it's very important, because that thing determines majority of how you move.
Give us an
It
example.
determines the fruits.
Yeah, give us an example of those areas that my spirit could be actually reporting to, because I'm unaware right now.
Yeah.
I think I'm totally confused because
Yeah.
I don't know. But once you can make me aware, then I'll start being careful.
Hey, let's start from what we can see, so that when we go to what we cannot see, it makes
Yeah.
it easy.
Okay.
everybody has a boss. We always say that.
Yeah.
Sitting there, you might be having your own talk show, but you do have a boss. There's somebody determining how you move. Unseen.
Wow.
So the same with the spirit, to say, my spirit, yes, it's independent, it's free. You call it energy, but that energy has something that it goes to and consults to say and that's why every morning people pray. Some go to the altar to go and give and get their instructions of how, because you are getting your spirit right. Once that is right, now I can face the world.
Once it's aligned.
Whatever, if you curse me, if you do whatever, because I got the word in the morning, I use that. That's my weapon. So the external can't do any, and people are gonna say, she's philosophizing. I'm not. Every day when we wake up, and if we are intentional and mindful about how we move, you will see it coming into fruition.
Wow.
That's why if you did not do that, because most of us now have altars, we wake up, we pray next to our bed, or we go in Dumbeni, we light candles, we light impepo. Others don't even, just next to your door, you have your things there, you light them to get your spirit right. And then during the day, you are fine, you move the way you move. So people might think, no, it's the things that you are doing every day.
Yeah.
Now, with emotion, with the soul, I want people to take it further. After you have, the spirit has now reported and is being grounded. Let's go to the soul. Ask yourself, what does my soul need today? Mental health should not wait until it's mental illness for us to take care of it. Akiru, we said, I'm a spirit, I have a soul, I possess a body. So even our mental health, it's every day. Ask yourself, how am I feeling today? Because when you have identified that, you can say, okay, it means I need rest. What do I need to do today? What do I need to reschedule from my daily activities so that I can get the rest that I need? I have young children. How do I get the rest? Get help. That's why you have the community. That's why you have the grass. Ask your neighbor, ask your sister, can I bring the kids today? I just need a moment to myself.
Yeah, makes sense.
So those things need attention as well. Your emotions, your mind. Maybe you need to reflect. Go sit somewhere to go and write and reflect. You need to do that. Time for yourself. We are so afraid of silence.
What about those that are saying, my soul needs sex?
It's the God.
You know,
That's a God.
It's the God that she's talking about.
I want to go back to this.
I love that. Yes.
Because a lot of people, they're thinking sex is a solution. And somewhere, somehow, it's not.
Exactly.
Especially if you're not married.
But when you are operating from your desires,
Yes, it is a solution.
desires are your altar. They are your God. And most of us do.
Yeah.
And we glorify it so much, and we say, this is just who I am. Ke jwalo. You can't change me. Then
Becomes your identity.
that's your God. That's who you report
It
to
is so
in the
true.
morning.
Yeah. It is so true.
That's when the rukula was.
That is so true what you are saying when you say, yeah, because your soul is reporting. You're actually proving what you're saying now, that there is a place where your soul says, what do I do today? Are you okay with this? And it goes with also substance abuse.
Exactly.
That is what who you are reporting to.
Exactly.
Because you know what, I want to make something very clear here, and I'm just trying to be spiritual here.
Yeah.
We might think where we are reporting is the right place.
Yes.
It's not.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
The very same place where you're reporting that you think is the right place might be something that is adding to your problem.
Exactly. It does. It's
You
not
know?
even mine.
Yeah.
It does. And how do you see it? The fruits.
The fruits. Let's get to that.
Whenever you don't have peace with the decision that you have made, just know. Just know. Because if you have made something that is of advantage in the future, you will have peace about it. The minute there's no peace, then you know. And the minute you want more of it,
that.
because it's medication.
Yeah.
Sometimes we look at addiction as it's people medicating their pain. Because I can't touch pain.
Yeah.
I can't touch it. So the only way to some they
Cut themselves,
because the physical pain I'm feeling,
Yeah.
I fit the emotional one I'm feeling. This is nothing to cut myself.
Yeah.
So then we look at that. No one told her. What is she doing? No. Sit down. Ask yourself, why am I doing this? What is my spirit telling me? And let me go back there. Let me go back there, guys.
So the answers are with us.
And
They-
within us.
Within us.
Yes.
Because you are so right, because I mean, with my experience, every time I do something, I can tell that whether I'm feeling all right about this or not. You know?
Simple.
But then, umutho na stubborn. Pride.
No, let's call it
You know?
pride.
Ke the way ke tlwaetseng ka teng. Ke the way ke hodisitsweng ka teng. Ke so. And then you end up thinking, this is the right way. Can't you know that altar is not?
No, it's not. You are busy actually servicing
Feeding it.
Why service? It hampe.
Le demona le thabile la
Yes.
jump.
Okay, my child. Do you? What do you? I'm doing me.
Yeah.
Were we born to be prideful? To live for ourselves?
No.
We are here to serve.
So if I continue like that, what is the end result?
Where we end up now being deep in the hole. And when you are deep in the hole or in that corner, this is when you do the falling. Because gravity haidlali.
Yeah.
Gravity haidlali. Lanka balea, lanka medicator. Even if I can, pamper myself, close it, get whatever I do to make sure that I don't have to. Sometimes we say, I don't want to deal with that now.
Yeah.
You
shut
will
it off.
go back to it. I'm a living testimony.
Yeah.
I'm in my chapter 2 now in marriage because I didn't do the groundwork.
Yeah, it's critical to do
And
the work.
then when we are angry, we blame other people instead of saying, you know what, I did this for the wrong reasons. So now I got my classroom and Bona. Let me not go to spirituality. Let me just say life is always gonna teach you. You'll repeat the same classroom. Or failure because you didn't get it. So you fail.
Until they say nature will always put you in the same situation until you learn. Yeah.
When you have learned, you've mastered that classroom, you'll go to the next level. There's no next level. I want a promotion.
So when you are at this peak, what are the chances of survival?
Going back to the basics. and you will. It's possible.
Yeah.
I want to tell people that it is possible. I care for something to rise up.
Yeah.
It must first die.
Yeah.
Yes.
So whatever it is that you were using to medicate yourself,
Yes.
it must die. Whatever it is that you were telling yourself, or nna ke jwalo eng, it
Yeah.
must die. Pride must die. You must humble yourself. You have to go down and be buried. Or whatever behavior, attitude, whatever it was, it must first be buried.
Christians about die to solve.
Yes, it must die so
Yeah.
that the transformation is what
Yes.
we were talking about.
Yeah.
So, and you know, me and her, we have those. We were talking about the wilderness.
Yeah.
We don't like the wilderness.
Yeah.
The wilderness has to happen.
Yeah.
It's actually a
for
blessing. Yeah.
transformation to happen. The wilderness is a blessing because it is to uproot
Yes.
the old you
Yeah.
so that the new you can come.
Oof.
So as long as you want the new you, but you don't want to leave the old you
Yeah.
behind, it's not.
You can't have
happening.
both.
You
Yeah.
can't have both. So wilderness is good for us
Yeah.
because it's taking out Egypt out of us.
Oof.
And it depends on you how long you stay in the
Yeah.
wilderness. It
Yeah.
depends on you. Your stubbornness, your pride, your me, I can do it.
Yeah.
Will
I
keep
can do
you
it
there.
alone. Wow.
Wow.
We actually become our own worst enemy and we're not realizing
We
that.
don't realize that.
Yeah, it's-
but then
it's-
what about those now who rely on pills? Are they wrong?
They're not wrong.
Okay.
Whenever I meet people, I tell them, sir, I ask them, what's the goal?
Yeah.
Because now my wish for you is to get out of this pill.
Yeah.
And it's possible. Guys, the body can heal
Itself.
itself.
Yeah. It was created like that.
given the right tools.
Yeah.
Our healing was part of creation.
Amen.
It was there before we came. Our healing was provided for.
Yeah.
So it's for us to know that and to be intentional again about it, to say, okay, I want to be healed. But again, at times,
Yeah.
our shame feels good.
Yeah.
It's also an alt.
Oof.
Feels good for people
The
to say,
the victim mentality.
shame.
Yeah.
It's also an alt. It feels good. So because sometimes it's working for you, for
Yeah.
people to feel sorry for you. So when you are tired of being felt sorry for, you will make it your work. And there's no potion pill, there's no magic potion, there's no double up, guys. You have to do the work.
Yeah.
You have to do the work. Sustainability of whatever we want to get out of will only happen when you are ready to do the work.
Yeah.
No one is going to do the Sister Rain is not going to
Yeah.
do the work for you. Never.
Well, I hope you are learning at home. But then with the last 5 minutes that we have, I know that you've got two chats over there. So we're only left with 5 minutes. Maybe just take us through so that at least we can learn
I love
something.
that. Sister
You know,
is
this
not
is-
going to do the work. And that's
Yeah,
what
of
we
course,
want. I want the
of
doctor to
course.
do the work for me. It's hard to do your own work.
So what is this all about now?
Solutions now.
Yeah. Okay.
Every day, I've already said those three things need attention every day.
Yeah.
Your spirit needs attention every day.
Yeah.
Your soul needs attention every day. Your body needs attention, which we so much focus on. Or my health is my wealth, but we are always focusing on the body. And Nkoana, some things about the body, not the whole thing. So we have this movement, New Start.
Okay.
It's an acronym. This is what we call God's natural 8 pills. Natural. You don't pay for them. You become your own doctor. And that is our goal.
Yeah.
We want you, when you go to visit a doctor or go to the clinic, to hire that nurse. Hire me. Hire the doctor, so that you are the boss.
Yeah.
You know your body. So every morning we use these 8 natural pills. It's called New Start.
Okay.
I'm not gonna go into details because of time.
Yeah.
First one is nutrition. What I eat is very important
We are terrible
to
at
my
that.
3 beings: my spirit, my soul, and my physical. So nutrition. The next one is exercise. And intentional exercise. It's saying, I walk to work every day.
Oh, we love
Intentional
excuses.
one.
Get cleaner.
Yes,
No, I wake up every day and I clean the house.
Exactly. So then there's water. We know water is life. And water for your body. The 2 liters a day thing, 8 glasses, it's a minimum. You need to know the needs. For me, for example, my daily needs of water is 3 liters. Minimum is 3 liters. I need to do more than that.
Yeah.
Then sunshine, the sun. We get our energy from the sun, despite all other things where we say sunshine D. Temperance, there's the emotions. Getting your emotions right. How are they? How am I feeling? Do I feel sad? Do I feel hurt? Do I feel happy? All of those. And when I'm happy, I also need to do something. I need to rejoice because the sun is shining. So that whenever I reserve that energy, whenever sadness comes, I have enough energy to deal with sadness.
Interesting.
Air. Most of us don't know how to breathe, correctly breathe. When we breathe, whenever I'm breathing right, my diaphragm has to rise. When I'm breathing out, I need to open my mouth so that carbon dioxide can get out.
Wow.
Rest. And rest is not only sleeping. Rest from Netflix and chill. Rest from the phone, TikTok.
Rest from your habits, your bad
Rest
habits.
from your habits. Rest is important. That's why it was also provided for.
Rest from your woman and your
creation.
man as well.
Yes,
You do.
Yes. And then trust. I spoke about the spirit. Who does your spirit report to? Trust.
Who does it trust?
Who do I trust? What do I trust? Because it's not only who,
it's
there's
what.
also what. Nka se kgone ka ntle ho dipidisi tsaka. Nka se kgone ka ntle ho glass ya ka ya wine. You are trusting that glass
To make decisions
to
for
make decisions for you.
Wow.
you.
So those are the 8
Wow.
natural pills. When people go into the things that we record, they can see how these are unpacked, or they can actually talk to us so that we can, talk about it.
This was amazing.
This is life,
Yeah.
It's right.
I'm listening and I'm trying to digest, but then there's no time.
Yeah.
This is life, because if I were to do this daily,
Yes.
I can imagine how far I can
Yes.
go.
Yeah.
You know.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
this is very much interesting.
And
I think,
Sorry, it's again not theory. I'll again talk about. I used to say it's not possible, but when I made time for it, and it starts with 15 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about 1 hour. 1 hour is you are growing. 15 minutes. Walk outside in your yard for 15 minutes. That's exercise. By that, you are already getting air in your lungs. You are getting the sun. You are getting your emotions right.
Yes.
You are doing that exercise. It's 5 things. For the rest of the day, you are left with 3 things.
Yeah.
Nutrition, you are left with rest, you are left with water. 3 things.
Wow.
The
And all
rest
is that
done.
is free, eh? All
For
of that
those
is
15
free.
minutes, you put in your earphones, you are listening to music or whatever you want to listen to. your trust is taken care of.
Wow.
Wow.
This was beautiful.
This is so beautiful.
I mean, this was beautiful.
Thank you so much, Ausredi.
Thank you.
have rained on me.
I think
so much
you're gonna
knowledge.
rain more on this show. I
You know,
am telling
I think
you, we
need to
need
bring her
this
back,
knowledge.
eh?
Yeah,
I
no,
think
we
need to bring
do.
her back. But this time,
I'm fulfilled.
This time around, when we bring you back, I want us to have an audience.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you know, there's a lot of people that are asking us questions.
They're gonna be
you know,
asking.
based on what our
Yes.
guests are saying. Because Linda myself, you know, I've got so much that I want to ask.
Yeah.
But
Time,
because of
yeah.
time, I don't have
Yeah.
you know that leverage. But then, Boby, I want you to wear your coach hat.
I don't think today it exists. You know?
I want to see.
don't
I want
think
to
it
see if
exists.
coaches can also learn something from the experts.
Oh
you know?
my
Because I know you
God.
always have guests that are always having, you know, their own troubles,
They're
their own
amazing.
experiences and all that.
Yeah.
But then, what's your word to our viewers today?
You know, my word to the viewers today is, I always say, the more I learn,
Yeah.
the more I realize I actually don't know anything. I need to learn more.
Beautiful.
Like today's episode, I don't even have any words to, you know, to add on. But the truth is, whoever is watching out there, I always say that everything that you need is built within you.
Yeah.
It was built before you were even created physically. So you don't have to go outside there. Just listen, tap within, self-reflect. Listen to those emotions. Listen to that inner voice that always guides you, that we always ignore, that tells you you don't have to go there, that tells you to rest, that tells you to say a certain thing. But we always ignore the one blessing that God has given us, and that is that voice. So for me, I would like to say thank you so much for joining us today. Every conversation, it is a step forward to healing, awareness, and transformation. And until next time, goodbye.
Ta-ta.